friends, my name is Leisha and I am so happy you're here. I'm going to show you how to make the cutest baskets out of Dollar Tree stuff for our porch Christmas trees to go in. We're going to decorate this mantle for Christmas and also my entryway. I'm going to show you how to make really inexpensive and cheap decorations look totally high-end and expensive. So let's get started. First, I'm starting off with these two trees. I got both of these trees from Walmart, as you can see, for $25. $25 for two pre-lit trees. I thought it was a pretty good deal. I'm not a huge fan of the urn that it comes with. It's really plasticky and cheap looking, and to be honest, the branches were pretty sparse, few and far between. So I decided to run to Joann's, pick up a few picks, and really fill them out to make them look so beautiful and expensive. I ended up only spending $5 per tree. If you look under the tree, there's some screws under there, so I'm going to unscrew it and see if I can take this base off. It came off. That was pretty seamless. Okay, now I'm going to try sticking it in. Ooh, look at that. That is awesome. That's going to fit perfect. And in case you're wondering, this is the bucket I got from the Dollar Tree, obviously for $1. Okay, so here's my idea. I'm excited. I'm really excited about this project. Oh, and I'm still gonna put these in, which I think, look how cute. I just think that it will look so much more expensive and beautiful when really we're only adding $5 to the cost of this tree to make it look really nice. This is the rope I used from the Dollar Tree, and I needed about 6 strands to cover the entire bucket. 2 major tips I can give you for covering this bucket is to be sure to use your Gorilla Glue sticks for added durability and strength. And second, make sure to cut off your ropes on the same side of the bucket. That way all of your seams from the ropes connecting can be on the same side, and you can push that side to the back so that nobody can see it. I'm now taping off the lower third and painting the bucket, which you can't see at all. And then we're gluing in those sprigs. And then I'll come through with some Santa snow and spray the whole thing white to make it really uniform and really beautiful. Oh, remember how I said it was really windy where we live? I was sure to add in a lot of sand to weight this tree down. I do not want to wake up in the morning to fallen trees every single morning. I put some cardboard over the top, duct taped it so the sand wouldn't come out and so that stray animals wouldn't come and do their business on this. And then I'll top dress it with some pine cones to make it look really pretty. Clint came out and helped me hang this adorable strand of snowflake lights that I loved. It was only $10. After putting everything together, I decided that I needed a more festive wreath. So I gathered some pine cones at my parents' house and glued them on this wreath form. Next, I'll spray it with some Santa snow, throw in some sprigs, and it'll be good to go. I just wanted to throw in a quick disclaimer here. This Santa snow specifically says to not use it as flocking, which is pretty much what I do, but it works. It's fine. I'm pretty happy with how the porch turned out, but now it's time to work on my front entry. When you walk into my house, the first thing you see straight ahead is the kitchen. My living room is to the right, and this shelf is on the left side. You can see it's been collecting things since Halloween and is in desperate need of a good dusting and a good refresh. So we cleared everything off. I moved it, dusted it, and swept and mopped underneath it. Next, I found this nativity. My parents lived in the Philippines for about 6 months, and they brought this nativity home, and I got to keep it. I've used it year after year and have loved it ever since. Penny and I made those cute gnomes together. I made a pillow with one of my old sweaters and had some extra fabric, so we decided to make a couple of gnomes. I filled in the rest of the shelves with a little bit of this and that. I ended up finding some old trees I've made over the years, some dollar store trees and Target dollar spot trees, and ended up making a Christmas tree forest right on top. Usually I get real eucalyptus to put on the nativity, but I decided just to keep it a little simpler this year and used some fake plants. And this is how it turned out. Now that the porch is done and the entry is done, it's time to move on to the mantle, and I am super excited with how the mantle turned out. I wanted to make a really cute garland for the mantle, and I found these Dollar Tree ornaments, and I loved them. I loved that they were pretty simple, the little pop of red, but I was pretty disappointed to flip them over and see that the backs were cardboard. So I got this forged hammered spray paint and spray painted the backs, and once you did, it was so amazing the difference it made. It totally looked like corrugated metal. Next, I'm wrapping some string with some tape so I can put on these beautiful little beads that I had left over from another project. I ended up reinforcing it with fishing line later just to help it withstand the test of time. And my kids. And dog. Now that the mantle is all cleared off and ready to go, I'm going to place on our garland. I might end up painting the little white parts more of a creamy color, but I'm undecided. I want to put it all up together and see what we think. So let's string our super easy, super inexpensive garland. This is cute, right? I hot glued the center of these together so that they would hang a lot more straight. All of them were hanging totally sideways, so I think it's kind of cute. I like to see the movement in here a little bit, but I also like that you can see most of the decorations. So I think that is looking so good. So cute. I love that. I love the natural wooden bead to give us those Scandinavian vibes, but also just that little pop of red to make it a little more festive. The next thing I'm going to do is place these little picks. I got these from Joann's. They were $12.99 originally, and I think I got them for 60 or 70% off. I got 4 of them, and I know there were garlands on Joann's that were also 60 to 70% off, and I ran over and I was like, ooh, maybe I should just get a garland because I love the idea of it kind of sweeping over the edges a little bit, but I would need 2 or 3 garlands to actually make it look good, and I realized that these were a lot more full, getting 4 of these, and it was going to be a little bit cheaper. So what I'm going to do is just place these so that they're facing, the little stems are facing the center. And I'm going to overlap them just a little bit. I'm going to let it kind of sweep and soften that edge, and then overlap them just a touch. Pretty. I love the simplicity of these. It's giving us that cool blue spruce look. I like the little pine cones, and then they are flocked, but they're flocked with some glitter in there, which I really love. I don't love just glitter in your face, but a touch here and there just to add a little bit of dimension, just to add a little personality. I like that a lot. On some of these, I sprayed them with a touch of the Santa snow, and you can really see the difference on this dark green compared to this flocked bluish green. And I really like the ones that I sprayed. So I'm just going to do a touch of the Santa snow on the rest of these. I also thought it would be fun to get some red berries to tuck into this garland just to tie it together a little bit, but I didn't see any while I was looking, so maybe I'll save that for next year. The next thing I'm going to place in are these super cute wooden beads. I got these from Target Dollar Spot for obviously only $1. And there's 3 of them because I like odd numbers to really bounce your eye around in the most pleasing way. I placed these trees in and I love the way they look. I tried to place one kind of farther back and straight up and down. I might need to tape the bottom a little bit to keep it straight. And then I brought one forward and then again pushed one back. And I think that's so cute, the little wooden trees in with the garland. The next thing I'm going to place, and probably the last thing, are these cute houses. I got these houses at Target's Dollar Spot for $5 for all 4 of them. I know my sister would love these, and I know my mom would love these, and I wanted to buy a whole bunch just to hand out, but this was literally the last one I could see. I love these. I love the simplicity of them. Oh, they're just so cute and so simple and beautiful. I love them. So I'm gonna just hide this little part right here with these little houses. I am loving the simplicity of this. Obviously, you could do so much more. You could tuck in other different picks to get a little more texture. You could tuck in some berries and some more pine cones. You could put in some candles or some candlesticks. There's so many things you can do to amp it up just a little bit if you want. I'm loving the simplicity of this, so I think I'm going to leave it here, but I am going to put in some fairy lights. We got these cute little lights tucked in, and I even taped a few behind the windows of the houses. I'm excited to turn off the lights and see what that looks like. The very last step is to hang the stockings. Now, I had 4 stockings, but I had a baby this year, so I needed to buy another one. My 4 stockings, though, I didn't love anymore, and they're just bright cherry red, and I did not love that look at all. I've been looking for something a little more muted. If I had my choice, I would find some really beautiful, loose knit, nice, cozy cream stockings, but I don't want to spend money on more stockings, and I have some great ones. I ended up buying some dye to dye all of the stockings just to mute them a little bit. I got black dye and placed it in a pot, boiled the water, we put some salt and some vinegar in and a touch of dish soap, and I was able to dye all 4 stockings with the 1 packet of dye. I think they look really beautiful. Obviously, they're not my first choice, but they're so much more muted that I can really hang them up and be proud of them. So let's hang those up, and I think our mantle will be complete. There are 5 of us now, and that's probably more stockings than I would choose to hang, but I think it looks really pretty. It looks soft and cozy. It's simple, and it really did not cost me that much. And I was able to refresh some of the things that I already have to hang them again this year and be totally proud of them. That's it for today, my friends. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I've been working on this video since before Thanksgiving, and man, life just gets in the way sometimes, you know? So hopefully it's better late than never. Like and subscribe, and I really hope to see you in the next one. Thanks, my friends, and Merry Christmas. Bye!